Hey guys, Jay Hoyt here. Before this video gets started, I just want to say happy holidays. It is Christmas when you guys are seeing this, so I hope you guys have a great holiday season. If you don't celebrate Christmas, you celebrate something else. Happy holiday season nonetheless, but we are still so close from all of our goals on all of our platforms. We're still a couple followers away on Twitter, 2 followers away on Twitch, and of course, we're now down to 5 followers away here on YouTube. I should say subscribers here on YouTube. So if you haven't yet, or if you're new here, hit that subscribe button down below as we have our 6th video of our CDL roster preview with the Atlanta Faze. What's going on, guys? Jay Hoyt back with you today. Welcome back to Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, and the clutch factor comes in once again. We're on Cartel playing some domination. We do okay, but it's a last second domination cap at the end that secures the victory for us, so make sure you stay tuned till the end to see that. But here is our 6th video from our CDL roster preview with arguably one of our better teams, the Atlanta Faze. So what did these guys do last year? This team was dominant, absolutely dominant, where this team never placed outside of the top 4. That's just insane, right? So launch weekend, these guys were 1 through 4. They didn't really have like a winner there. In Atlanta, when they were home, they got 1st. LA, they got 3rd, 4th. Chicago, they got 2nd. Florida, they got 1st. Minnesota, they got 2nd. Paris, they got 2nd. New York, they got 3rd, 4th. Toronto, they got 2nd. And at Champs, they got 2nd. That's just, like, how? How was this team this good? Well, when you look at the roster from last year, you had Simp, one of the best upcoming players and arguably the best player in the league. You had a BZ, his sub duo from the old E United squad. Then you had Celium, one of the best flex players in the game. Priesta, who is kind of coming off a really hot year with 100 Thieves. And then Major Maniac, who kind of impressed with that old Gen G squad and somehow makes it on this team. So this was a solid team, right? You know, it didn't really look like you had enough here after the 3 of Simp, Abizi, and Celium. And then Priesta was like, okay, you're coming off a hot year, but like with the other 3 on this team, he didn't really thrive like you would have, you know, thought of him to do. And then Major Maniac, just kind of that main AR, is just kind of be that consistent, solid leadership role. And how could this team get any better? Like, this team was unstoppable. Right? I mean, they were unstoppable because they only won 2 tournaments all year, but this team was solid all year long until they got the Champs, and then, you know, they couldn't finish it, right? But that's fine though. This team was built for success forever. But of course, with the league switching back to 4-on-4, what was this team gonna do? So they keep their 3 main guys in Simp, Abizi, and Celium. Now, this team can't get any better, right? Oh, they got better. They got Arcides now on this roster. So this team went from great to this team should be good for a long time. So the ages on this new roster, right? Simp is 19. Abizi, 21. Celium, 21. Arcides, 22. That's like the best young roster in the game, right? You look at Optic, you look at Dallas, you look at any team. They have a couple of vets. They have a couple of, you know, guys that are a little bit older, and they still have those young guns on their team. But this team is absolutely incredible. Like I said, the average age is what? 21 or 20, 21, 21 and a half or whatever it would be. But damn, like I said, this team is built for forever. So, looking at this upcoming season, right, 4v4, back on, well, still on boots on the ground, obviously. I said it earlier, I'll say it again. This team is built for right now and for the next 5 years. So, barring any roster issues or just if this team doesn't perform or doesn't live up to the expectation that they have with being one of the best teams in the game, plus having one of the best individually talented rosters in the game, then this team should never lose. Like, never. I mean, obviously, Dallas is a good team. Optic's a good team. You have some other, you know, I guess not really number one teams, but a lot of teams that could definitely upset your team. And especially with how close and down to the wire Black Ops Cold War plays out, that this team, their finishing like gene in that team last year wasn't really there, where they've gotten second how many times. Now, I didn't look back to see who they lost to in all of those. I know at Champs, obviously, it was Dallas. Toronto was Toronto themselves. But, you know, they were losing against some of the best teams. But then also there was some teams that they were losing against that they probably shouldn't have. And, you know, obviously Call of Duty is always who shows up on that day type of game. But, I don't know. This team is so hard to bet against that it's hard not to put them in your definite top 3. I would say definitely top 2. Is it the best team in the game? It's really hard to make that argument, honestly. Like, this team looks so good on paper that it got better from last year. So, will Arcees be that new... I mean, he's going to be that main AR on this team. So, that'll be the first year of him running that full-time main AR with Celium being the flex and then Abizi and Simp being your sub-duo. So, will this team live up to expectation? I think they will. I mean, obviously, they never placed outside the top 4 last year, so it's really hard to bet against that. But, of course, we got our predictions, though. This team, definite 100%, no question about it, will be a top 4 team in the game. Will it be a top 3? I would say yes. Top 2? I would say yes. Is it the best team in the game? I'd probably have to say yes right now. And, you know, I hate to say that, of course, as an Optic fan, as an Optic Chicago fan. But this team is, like, you look at this team up and down. You got the young duo of Simp and Abizi that are both incredible players that are really good, right? You have Celium, one of the best flex players the last couple of years, and he's young and good. And then you add in Arcees, who's always been a really good player and verging on the edge of great, but like just hasn't been there. I mean, he's a world champion. Not to mention that all these guys are, I think, right? Celium, no, Celium, did Celium win one? I don't remember now. But this team is stacked, right? I don't see these guys like placing outside the top 4. I really don't, unless there's, you know, communication issues, team issues themselves, or just this roster just all of a sudden sucks. I don't see this team changing. I definitely see these guys being in top 4 all year long, and I definitely see these guys winning events. So we did just hear about you know, the league, so that will be an upcoming video. But yeah, this team's very good now. It's gonna be very good if this team stays together for the next few years. You know, obviously anything can change from now until then. You know, obviously this roster is built young and good. So it's built for now. It's built for the future. But I can't bet against this team. Is it the best team in the game? I'd have to say so right now. I mean, obviously it hurts to not put Chicago there, but that video is still upcoming, as this is the only halfway mark until then. But with all that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like down below if you did enjoy. Comment below what you guys are thinking about this upcoming year. Who's going to be the best team in the game? What do you think about the Atlanta Faze? Are they the best team in the game? Will this team be stopped in this upcoming season? But if you're new here or just haven't yet, hit the subscribe button. And as always, guys, we'll see you in the next one.